Hello there, I want to greet you English-speaking friends. Today I just shortly want to speak about one of the connecting points between biology, philosophy and also theology or spirituality. It's the question of, ontological question of our being as a human being. Are we a twofold entity existing out of the body on the one hand and the soul on the other hand? Or is it so intertwined, our thinking, our feeling, our identity as self, monitoring our own personality? Is it so much intertwined with the body that they're indistinguishably connected together? It was a question that was discussed throughout the last 5,000 years. We know of texts of Greek philosophers that are about 3,500 years old almost, and they were discussing this question very deeply and thoroughly. Very interestingly, our mindset was influenced so much by those Greek thinkers that thought that a human being is a twofold entity, that we have to divide these two things, that this thinking of a dual entity, not a monistic thinking about a human being, but a dualistic thinking. This has influenced us so much that almost every area of society is still deeply, deeply being influenced by this thought. Let me give you an example. Medicine. We still distinguish between mental diseases and bodily diseases, even though it is well known that every mental disease is deeply caused, connected by, and stands in a causal relationship with dysfunctionality in brain regions, dysfunctionality in process of biochemistry, dysfunctionality in the genome or the epigenome. So we know that our feelings, our thoughts, our self-definition is so strongly influenced by the biochemistry that this cannot be divided. So I think that in biology it's quite clear that we are a monistic being, one entity altogether, and we are gifted with the evolving of thoughts, of consciousness so strongly, growing out of the complexity of our biochemistry, that we can just only be thankful. What has all of this has to do with spirituality? The mindset of many people is that this concept of dualism, for dual being, dual entity, stems out of Christianity, but that's not true. Christianity is rooted in Judaism, and the Jewish thought about a human person is a monistic one. What does it mean? It means that in Genesis we read that God took earth, clay, and he placed his odom on it, and this clay became a human being, a living spirit. So being a soul, being alive, is always an undistinguishable connection between God's spirit and matter, and it cannot be divided. If you imagine Jesus as the Son of God dying at the cross and being raised from the dead, he could have gone to heaven or to the spiritual realms without a body, but it was very important for God to give his Son Jesus Christ a body, a new body, a glorified body, but still a body. So the whole concept of the whole Greek concept of the body as being not important, the body as being minor, the body as being like a prison in which our soul has to live for lifelong to develop, if possible, mostly by philosophy or spirituality, out of this body. So the Christian thinking rooting in the Jewish thinking is a very much loving religion in terms of the body. It even goes so far that Paul says that our body is a temple of God, is a temple of the Holy Spirit. So what does it all mean? It means that we really have to embrace the fact that we were created by God, by nature, as we want to see fit, with our body, and within that body, with an amazing, fascinating own personality, with amazing thoughts, with conceptual thinking, being able to formulate propositions. We are gifted with mathematics, we're gifted with semantics, we are gifted with so many things, but we have to thank nature, we have to thank God, we have to thank even our parents for the gift of life within this body. And because this body is so meaningful, we really have to take care of this body. And one of the main things, and I will speak about that in another time, is we have to take care of our body by giving it a good, healthy, strong, sustainable nutrition. So I just want to encourage you to accept the fact that you are one wonderful created being, as you are, soul, spirit, body, all indistinguishably intertwined. You are what you drink, you are what you eat, you are also the sun and the rain that touches your body. You are a wonderful creature, and within all of that we have one of the greatest gifts. Even though we are vulnerable, even though we can get sick, even though we can get hurt, we can still be thankful, and we have the possibility to rejoice within this body. Thanks for listening.